Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL Ain Nashuha Sabri and my partner is NURUL Ain Alia binti MisbahhollMunir. So in this video presentation, we will discuss the topic of the article titled Professional Responsibility, Document Retention and Document Destruction, the Real Issues. So this article was written by Anthony E. Davis, who is known as the legal profession and professional ethics in law. So this article discusses how professional responsibility, which is lawyer, they manage and destroy documents and records according to the set standards. So because they are the lawyers, so the field of record management is not in their field. It is not easy for these professionals in dealing with this responsibility because their biggest obstacle in carrying out this procedure is identifying whether the records are kept still relevant or otherwise. In the legal world, many records have been produced and they as a lawyer consider all the records are important, and indirectly it will make it difficult for lawyer to manage records. So, the writer in this article has developed and emphasized to all law firms to overcome these problems by developing new policy in managing and destroying documents and also records. So the reason why the writer established for the new policy is to ensure professional responsibility in the legal field. A lawyer is required by Rule DR 102 Code of Professional Responsibility to protect customer property and maintain records of that property. These regulations make it clear that legal professionals must always ensure that the client records are properly kept and protected. And the reason why for this new policy is to focus on the customer's policy, documents, and even records that must be well managed on behalf of legal professionals, and if they want to destroy these records, must be in the correct procedure. The author asserts that the type of record will not affect the value of the record, but what needs to be taken into account is the use of the record and the legal requirement that determines how long the records must be kept in the organization's law. There are two types of records, which is electronic records and paper records. For the paper records, it is possible that the records have a value and they need to be kept physically, such as power of attorney and will, estate planning documents, and financial documents such as promissory notes. And for electronic records, it needs to be kept because paper records and electronic records need each other because paper records are original while electronic records are backup records. Also for electronic records, should be kept in duplicate but separately so that the lawyer can retrieve the record in the event of accidental destruction or denied access to the network or hard disk.
There are various ways to do this review. Firstly is to involve the client. This includes attorneys who, upon terminating their engagement for any legal services, choose to give all paperwork to their previous customers. It still needs to be destroyed with the customer's permission and within the predetermined window of time. To make sure that the closed file only contains record that must be kept, the case attorney should examine the file. If necessary, attorney might employ various strategies such as storing a sizable number of documents in a compact area and giving the client one or more copies of the file as soon as possible at reasonable cost using technology that meets the requirements. In order to confirm that the records and documents actually need to be maintained or destroyed in accordance with the review standards stated, a lawyer can also perform the final review. Final client notification are thus also seen to be required in the review regarding the approaching destruction. In which case, a lawyer or legal company could choose to get in touch with the client or former client again, preferably via written correspondence. Any such correspondence should be scheduled in advance to give the client or former client ample opportunity to receive it and contemplate the consequences of the attorney document being destroyed before any such destruction take place. For destruction, attorneys and law companies should concentrate on the crucial accountability issue when carrying out this procedure, as this task mostly entails destroying records and papers. In order to ensure that the client's record are destroyed appropriately, the author recommend that the best way to destroy physical record is to locate them, burn them, or utilize other technique that the customers can rely on. With regard to electronic record, the author expressed concern that given the sophistication of today's technological instrument, the destruction may not occur correctly and may end up permanently lost. In order to track the records whether the file has been destroyed, returned to the client or stored together with its form and location, it is advisable to maintain index management. The index may also contain information on the date and method of entering the customers and the destruction of the records.